Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another Friday night edition of the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
All right.
How you doing tonight, Poppa DD?
Everything is cool.
Excellent, excellent. And Ketel, what's happening?
Oh, well, pretty good. Everything kosher. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing?
Good, good. Copacetic.
Fantastic.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm.
Ready to rock and roll.
Okay, all right, rock and roll.
Another week down.
Yeah, another one bites the dust, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? What's popping for the night? Mm-hmm.
Well, just we got the Game 4 of the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
Series
pretty
is
interesting.
2-1. Boston's got the lead on Golden State. But the topic for tonight, the subject I want to talk about for a minute is what did you guys think of that, which I thought was a unbelievable display of that January 6th situation, the insurrection there. The way that they put that on with the footage and all that, how do you think they pulled that off last night? What do you think, dear Redwine?
I thought they did a good job making their case. I found it interesting that a lot of the rebuttal from the other side of the aisle was saying, well, what was the point of it all? Are they just trying to say that Trump is a bad guy? Were they just trying to make Trump look bad? What was the whole purpose? And I'm like, are you kidding me? This had to do with getting to the truth of what actually happened, who did what, and who was really responsible. But for them to make those kind of statements just shows me that these people seriously have their head up their behind.
They're brainwashed.
They really do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're brainwashed.
What do you think, Kel?
Yeah, they presented it pretty well. They had a lot of facts and things that I didn't know, what was going on. Especially the counsel that was on the investigation. I mean, they got in depth. Interesting. It was just crazy, like you said. Well, they on a different page, but it was interesting how Ivanka got up there and said she believed what Barr said. So she was, I guess, talking against her father.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think she's trying to move far away from him, and she can't. I don't know. Something ain't right there with that. So. Maybe the light has finally come on. He's gotten smart. Got the hell away from Lynn. So,
I don't know if it's smart or not, but
yeah. But when is it supposed to resume? Tonight or Monday night or something? Or was that it?
No, they said Monday.
Yeah, they got something else going on the 13th.
Okay, so Monday. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, interesting how they got that prime time.
Oh, yeah, they said we're doing this in prime time.
Yeah. I did like that. So it's like the whole world is going to see, what's really going on.
I didn't know that I've forgotten her name now, the female guard that was there.
Mhm.
I didn't.
She's supposed
I
to.
didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know she got knocked unconscious like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's lucky to be alive.
last name was Edwards.
Yeah, she is lucky to be alive.
Yeah. Last name was what, Pop?
Edwards.
Oh, right.
Oh, Edwards. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said that she was not trained for combat battle.
Yeah. Interesting. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
So what do you think about it, Poppa DD?
I just think that it just showed that a lot of people were really brainwashed. And I love the one thing that she said, which I had said a lot, and she put out there real bold, the same way I put it, when she said that one day Donald Trump will be gone. You know? And when she said that, that freaked everybody out. And I had been thinking like that in the same light.
Oh, you're talking about Liz Cheney.
When Liz Cheney said that.
Yeah.
She said, for all y'all that's following this, one day Donald Trump's going to be gone. And when she say gone, she can mean unpolitical or dead or whatever, you know, which is the reality.
Yeah, just leave the scene or whatever.
And she said, the way y'all feel right now is still going to be there. Because he'll be gone. He'll be out of the mix. And, you know, as they say, death pays all debts. You know? And if you keep following him, and you got something like one last night that every network was covering, even Fox, they probably didn't want to cover it because they rebutted the hell out of it. I don't know what's the point of all this. I don't know why they're doing this.
Well, your boy Tucker Carlson said, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to cover it. And then he went on to talk about why he wasn't going to talk about it.
Yeah, but when you're doing that and you're still covering for Trump, now what if Trump changes his mind and gives in? And what you going to do? All of a sudden you're going to give in too? I mean, because who's the pressure on? Is the pressure on the leader or the pressure on the followers? To stay with the leader, or what, does the leader ever get opportunity to change his mind? And if he changes his mind, what are the followers still doing? You know what I mean? You got to think about that.
Yeah, good question. Well, Liz Cheney said that when she said one of these days Trump will be gone.
He'll be gone.
But she said, but the shame will still be here.
Yeah, if you follow him.
All of the stuff that people have said and done, especially on the Republican side, the way that they kept backing him and backing the lies, she said all of that shame will remain.
Hey, you know who one person who really gets me about all this, that's really a Trump supporter and backs all that crap, is that guy named Sinise.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this man got shot up on that baseball field, okay? When that guy attacked that baseball field when they were having that little political baseball game.
Yeah, I remember that.
This man got shot 2 or 3 times, and he was like laying on his deathbed almost. But he got through it, and everybody prayed for him and well wishes and hooked him up. And, man, as soon as he got better, he jumped right on that Trump bandwagon and put his claws in Trump and just rode his... I'm like, man, you said there were bullets in your ass a couple of years ago on the baseball field, and now you stand there next to Trump like, I don't get it. When your ass is lucky to be alive, you're going to still follow the bullshit. I don't know. Anyway.
I think some of these people are in so deep that they don't even know how to get out. You know, Sometimes once you get yourself backed into a corner, there's nowhere to go. So you just trapped, you just stuck.
Yeah, but it's all about the money, too. As long as them people are sending those contributions to Trump, you know, he's getting that $40 million every year from contributors, you know. They send him millions, and some of them doing on a direct deposit. As long as they're sending him money, he got to keep speaking like he does. The followers keep following him, and it's all based on the money. As long as they're sending contributions, he got to put forth an image, and that's really sad because, boy, anyway, we'll leave that alone.
Oh well.
So, want to get to the rundown?
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into In Focus. I'm sorry, no, the rundown. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm sorry.
They done rev you up.
Yeah, I'm revved up. I'm sorry. All right, I'll slow down. Put it in neutral.
Are you sure? You sure you want to slow down?
Well, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, over to you, Ketel.
All right. In focus topics tonight is House pass. I'm sorry, not the House, but it was New York City. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Let me get it right. House passes tough gun new measures. Also, New York governor passes new gun laws. And cop pleads not guilty to killing of unarmed black man. Here we go again. Our cocktail of the week. I got a good one for you tonight. You guys gonna like that one. What's poppin' with Poppa DD? Of course, so we got to lighten it up with our weird news. The Geico ordered to pay women $5.2 million. Wow. Also, disorder in the court. And mysterious hard object found inside a catfish. Oh, boy. That's my favorite fish. Here we go. I'm just saying with Redwine, is the truth no longer true? Living for the city with Poppa DD. I'm quite sure he's going to rev us up tonight. My Hollywood wrap-up, I got a lot to talk about tonight. The kisser list and the last word. So sit back, relax, and get your favorite cocktail. And we're going to come back with In Focus.
It's Friday night, and you're listening to the Pajama Party Show Live. Tune in every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. We push it to the limit every week like only we can. We've got hot topics, hit it and quit it headlines, TV and movie reviews, commentaries, and the world famous Kiss It list. And you don't want to be on the Kiss It list. So visit apajamaparty.com. Check out the cocktail of the week. Get your glass and get your laugh on with the Pajama Party Crew, doing what we do right here with you. Get up on this and push it. Push it real good.
Hi, welcome back to Pajama Party. One host, Poppa DD, here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Okay, now is the time for In Focus.
Yup or yup.
Okay. All right, In Focus. I guess because I'm up first, that's why I'm all revved up. So, my story tonight focuses on the house. You know, this seems like it's a pattern. Every time something happens, the house gets together, and they all come up with some kind of measure or a legislation or something that they're trying to accomplish. And what happens? The Republicans slam the brakes on it, throw it up against a brick wall, and say, not on my watch. It's like no matter what, they always got to have some opposition. So on Wednesday of this week, the House endorsed some of the most aggressive gun control measures that have ever been taken up on Capitol Hill, which included raising the minimum age for the purchase of not all but most semi-automatic rifles. They want to raise the age to 21. Currently, it's 18. And they want to ban high-capacity ammunition magazines. And, of course, this is, in response to all of the recent and continual mass shootings. Now, the vote, and this is just in the House, the vote was 223 to 204 that took place. Now, I found that interesting. 223 to 204. So that was getting close to being a half and half kind of vote. And this is after the testimony of some of the victims from Uvalde, Texas. Now, if any of you saw that testimony, you had the 11-year-old girl who covered herself in the blood of her classmate and pretended to be dead so that the gunman would assume that she was dead and not kill her. There was one student who was a survivor who said that the gunman put the gun up to the head of the teacher and told her, say goodnight, and shot the teacher in the head. Matthew McConaughey was giving testimony because I didn't realize he was from Uvalde, Texas. He was talking and just so emotional about how this needs to stop, how legislation needs to all get on the same page and fix this so that these kind of situations don't occur. But then you got Republicans saying stuff like, well, even if we had laws in place, it still wouldn't have prevented this. And I'm like, bull, this dude was 18. If the law said you got to be 21 to walk in and buy this type of weapon, he would not have been able to do it. So, I'm trying not to get upset, but this is the kind of stupidity that goes on Capitol Hill. You get the testimony from the people who suffered through the situation. You hear everything they have to say, and then these idiots sit back and make idiotic comments, which I guess makes sense because they're idiots, so of course what they say will be idiotic, case in point. But these kind of things, when the House passes these kind of measures, it seldom ever goes anywhere. It's like they're just doing it for good measure because they know it needs to be done, but it's like an exercise in futility. What's the point in doing all this, meeting in subcommittees and impartial people from both sides to come up with something if those stupid Republicans are just going to smash it anyway simply because it came from the other side of the aisle? They're still harping on, we got to protect our Second Amendment rights. Nobody is saying that people should be disallowed from owning a gun. All we're saying is, does it have to be these? And can you make the age limit higher so that maybe people who buy these would be a little more mature and maybe a little more responsible? And can we limit the ammunition, those clips, what do they call them, high-capacity magazines? Can we limit that at least so that people don't walk in and say, let me buy 10,000 rounds of ammo, and people just say, okay, if you got the money for it, I'll sell it to you. Who needs that much ammunition? What war are these people gearing up to fight? These are not weapons to protect your home from a burglar. Are you kidding? So, anyway, the point of it all is that, the Republicans, of course, attacked the bill saying that it's not serious and that the bill itself is not serious and that it would infringe on Americans' constitutional rights. And what I would say to these Republicans is we also have a constitutional right to be able to go to a store and survive it. We have a constitutional right to go to school and survive it. When you send your kids to school, they have a constitutional right to get an education and come home unshot, unstabbed, unmaimed, unraped, unhurt. What is so difficult to comprehend in this? But this is the kind of stuff that goes on. They sit up on Capitol Hill and play this game of table tennis back and forth and call themselves serving the American people. Bull crap. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just sick of all of it. I really am.
You dropping the mic?
Yeah, I'm going to drop the mic because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And your crazy Jim Jordan, that's the one with the short sleeve shirts that never wears a suit jacket.
Yeah, he got long sleeve. He just rolls them up.
Long sleeve, yeah, him. Jim Jordan.
He had a jacket on the other night.
Oh, did he? He was showing off then.
Yeah.
He was the one, main one, talking about the Democrats are trying to destroy the Second Amendment. See, this is the kind of lies that people put out, and then folk get a hold of it, and then they just run with it. And before you know it, that's the word on the street. Oh, the Democrats are trying to take away our rights. They're trying to kill the Second Amendment. Lies, lies, and more lies. Okay, now I'm really done.
Uh-huh. So, how many votes does it need for the House to pass it? That's my thing.
Well, it passed the House. the House had the majority.
Yeah,
that 223 to 04, whatever. They passed it on that end, but it's gonna die like a dead fish out of water when it gets to the Senate. They probably won't even take a vote on it.
What do you think, it's just a joke or something? I don't get it.
I don't know what they think.
Mm-hmm.
And why people
keep
electing these suckers is beyond me.
You said these suckers?
These suckers. I'd be taking names and keep a record of who voted against this. Okay, that's who won't be getting my vote next time around.
Working man. Fuck.
Remember on Esther on Sanford and Son, she said, fish-eyed fool.
Who? That's what they are, fish-eyed fools.
Fish-eyed fool.
Wow. So, I guess we have to continue to watch it, see what's going to happen. If it's going to sit there, then I guess it's not going to go any further. So. Oh, boy.
Pathetic.
What you think they're going to do, Papa? Well, get rid of some folks? Is that what it is?
Well, I think that, stuff's got to be changed a little bit. You have to, even though you talk about the Second Amendment, right, everything has to have some control to it, Even when you give out a license for a barber, for somebody to cut hair, what do you call it, a cosmetology?
Yeah, cosmetology.
Cosmetology license? Yeah. Because for one, you don't want, on that cosmetology license, you don't want nobody burn nobody's hair with dye or things like that, or, when you color hair or mess it up. And when you give out a barber license, you don't want nobody cutting nobody's throat with a straight razor. So what I'm saying is that even though you got the Second Amendment, everything has to be altered, no matter what profession it is. I mean, even if you go in a liquor store and you buy an excessive amount of booze, like over the counter, I can see if you're having a party or whatever the case may be, and, but you can't just like go in. You probably can, but somebody should question something. If you just got 5 people with carts and y'all all buying all this booze,
Yeah, buying out the store.
Yeah, Total Wine should say, well, what y'all got going on, Somebody should mention something, I mean, it's just everything can't go so unnoticed, and people got their little privileges, and I mean, I just think that with that side of the persuasion, I won't call out no races or anything, but that side of the persuasion, guns seem to be the thing, like everybody's, and they live in these rural areas where I guess they first probably protecting themselves from a bear, or rattlesnake, or, because people live on these acres and all in these rural areas. Ain't no telling what's going to crawl out in them woods. I'm very sick. I don't even want to live in the woods, near the woods in the suburbs. They got different areas they're building now, townhouses that are right outside of a wooded area. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because I don't know what's going on. I go in the trash can and here come raccoons and all kind of stuff. I mean, they can come anyway, but when you live by woods, that's where you live. So I think first people get these weapons to protect themselves in these, because for some reason people love to live out there in the dark. They love to live in these rural areas where your next neighbor's 2 miles away and they got guns and shotguns in each drawer, and it's a mess, and it's gotten out of hand. It's just guns everywhere. It's just a mess, and NRA is making a fortune.
Manufacturers are making a fortune.
And they're convincing them, you need to buy this machine gun. Somebody come to your house here, those Negroes come to your house, you can let off 16 rounds in 10 seconds. Really? Really? Oh, yeah, give me that one. It's amazing. It's out of hand. It's out of hand.
Did you see there was a commercial that I believe they said they pulled it for the smaller version of those semi-automatics? It was called a JR-15. You know, not the AR, but they had a smaller, lighter weight one that was specifically designed for young people.
Yeah, and the guy said kids can really adjust to this early.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious?
Like, I mean, unless, like you said, Papa, unless you live out in the wilderness somewhere where you have to protect yourself from, you know, the wild things that come out of the woods. If you live in the city or in the suburbs of the city where you're catching a bus and stuff going to school and, you know, you're not out around those kind of wild elements, then why do you need this kind of weapon? It's a well, anyway, I ain't going to get going again. All right.
You going to get on the soapbox?
Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm kicking that soapbox away from me. I'm not going to do it.
Okay. All right, well, that's a good segue. Talking about gun laws, New York governor, because of the Texas mass shooting, she said, okay, enough is enough. They officially have new laws on the books aimed at curbing access to weapons that have been used in the recent killings of the Buffalo and the Texas thing. She goes on, she said, I speak to you today as the governor of a state in a mourning and the citizens of the nation in crisis. It just keeps happening. Shots ring out, flags go down, and, you know, we say we're praying for the family, you know, things of that nature. She said enough is enough. So the legislative action follows a May 14th massacre in the Buffalo and another attack in Uvalde that shared key details. Both attacks were allegedly committed by socially isolated teenagers who bought semi-automatic rifles after turning 18. They buying a rifle at 18. Come on now. So people under 21 years old.
Going on.
Right. So the law now is in New York, people under 21 years old cannot no longer buy semi-automatic rifles like the AR-15 style weapons. And
well, that's
some
a
other
good
things
thing.
she has in the law. Yeah, for sure. It goes on to say another new law aims to battle online hate by requiring social media companies to have policies in place to respond to potential threats. So that's good. They hold them accountable. And it goes on to say Democrats have called on the federal government to take additional action on gun control, such as reviving a ban on assault weapons that expired nearly 2 decades ago. So, you know, they had something on the books, but it's gone. So why would you have something to extend this a period of time? Just make it indefinite. That's my thing. But, you know, people need temporary laws. They just do things to appease people sometimes. So kudos to her. Kudos to the governor of New York.
Yeah. So New York said, we're not waiting on national legislation. We're going to handle it at least for the state of New York.
Right, and that's what I kept saying. People start doing state by state. People going to follow suit. Because everybody wants to be the first to do X, Y, Z. They want to be a good politician. However, they probably want to get reelected. So they doing what they need to do. So kudos to them.
Okay.
All right.
I wonder if any other states are going to follow suit with that.
It's
you think so?
$64,000 question.
Yeah. I hope so, but I like the way New York did it real quick. Shows they ain't take no effort. The government to sign it, the city council to approve it, the state council to approve it.
Right, because they don't want, because they don't want that crap up there where they are. And I'm quite sure they're on high alert, like kind of locking the city down. Something that don't belong up in there. You know how they are on Times Square? They trust and believe. They get ready to lock it down. Yeah, they watching and looking at everything coming through there.
Yeah, New York is real unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no place like New York.
Yeah, that's true.
New
York is a unique animal all of the time.
You better believe it is. It's serious when it comes to police and stuff and terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
New York
But
is a
I mean,
spot.
you know, if they had all that gun stuff up there, that would mess up their tourism. You know, that's the biggest draw. Everybody wants to go to New York City.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it will mess up their tourism. So, yeah. Prime things happening up there. Like you said, there's no place like New York City. So.
Yeah, New York is very interesting. You can drive in you can get off the train at 8:00 in the morning in Manhattan and hang out all day doing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it.
You can go down to the Village, out to Long Island, over to Brooklyn.
Have a good time.
Oh my God! You can have some of the best pizza you ever eat in your life. Like pizzas off the chain.
Yeah, that's true. I do remember the last time I was there, I had some good pizza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
All right.
So
move on.
Off of New York, this is over in this is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Christopher, I guess you pronounce his name Shrub or Sherb, Schurr, Sherr, Christopher Sherr, I guess you can say. He's the white Grand Rapids police officer who shot and killed a 26-year-old unarmed black man in the back of his head in April. Pleaded not guilty to a virtual arraignment on Friday. The cop's bond was set for $100,000 due to the fact that he turned himself in to authorities and had no previous run-ins with the law. Okay, according to local news, Channel 3, the previous day, Kent County District Attorney Christopher Becker announced that Slur was charged with one count of second-degree murder. At the time, family lawyer, your boy Benjamin Crump, he landed charges as a critical step in the right direction. The guy's name was Patrick Lyola. He was a Congolese refugee, fleeing war. He was killed by Shrubs following a traffic stop. Police alleged that Lyola was pulled over because the vehicle's license plate did not match the car he was driving. Okay. A simple traffic thing that could have been.
The license plate didn't match the car.
Yeah.
So he looked it up.
Yeah, I guess he followed him and, local and national outrage followed the Lyola family case, following the release of witnesses and body cam footage that shows Scrub shooting Lola in the head while sitting on top of him. Civil rights attorney Vin Johnson said the family reacted to yesterday's news with mixed emotions. The case had been a constant reminder of their son's death, Johnson told the Daily Beast. They feel better that charges have been filed and now they can move forward, he said. Crump said that my client took solace in the fact that Strum had to turn himself in and he was going to be held in jail until the hearing today. So that's an ongoing situation here with that there, and it makes it so bad. The guy turned off the body cam as soon as he decided to reach for his pistol. His partner cuts off his body cam.
Oh, that's who cut it off.
Yeah, he didn't cut off his body cam. He cut off the body cam that was looking at the situation.
Oh, I see.
So, because he knew that he was. I mean, when you can't rustle these guys down, your partner is there with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could, then they tried to tase him 2 or 3 times and they couldn't tase him. Well, where's your partner?
They said he missed.
He missed 3 times on a tase. Well, obviously the guy overpowered his ass.
Or this dude sure didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
How you fire a taser that many times and the guy was right there? It wasn't like he was.
But you got a partner too there. What is your partner doing? When you call for backup, these guys need to go to the gym. Is what they need to do.
I guess that's what his partner did. He backed up.
He backed up enough to cut off his body cam. When he saw him jump on top of him, and because on the news they said for some reason his partner's body cam was turned off, and like, well, he turned it some reason.
Coincidental malfunction.
Yeah, because the index finger met the thumb and it hit the switch.
Wow.
That was turned off. You know?
Yeah, but to shoot that dude in the head like that.
Yeah.
How you shoot somebody in the back of the head when you're trying to subdue them?
And the brain is just splashed up in your face.
So what do you say? It was accidental, or he hasn't said anything? He's not talking.
Oh, no, he's just claiming not guilty, but you're going to put the man down and shoot him. When you put that gun in the back of his head and pull that trigger, you knew what you was doing.
Wow.
And that man didn't have he wasn't even armed.
No.
So what happened to the handcuffs or the restraints or shoot him in the leg?
Yeah, once he got him on the ground, I saw that video. Once he got him on the ground, he's sitting on top of the guy. His partner could have assisted so that they could have tried to cuff this man.
Put some handcuffs
but
on his legs.
to just say, forget all of this, bang,
Let's
and
just
shoot
kill
him in the back of the head.
Wow. Modern day lynching, I'm trying to tell you. They're trying to get rid of us. I don't care what anybody says. They're just trying to get rid of our ass. They don't want to see any.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's so ironic on that, though? They track him down and kill him, but the guy that killed 10 people in the supermarket in Buffalo gets put in the back of the police car without incident. And there's 10 people lying dead in the store, and everybody's in the store running for their life. And here comes the guy, the fugitive. He going to throw down his gun now when he's outnumbered and put his hands up. And they say, all right, get over here, put your hands up, walk this way. All right, get in the back of this police car.
Yeah.
Wow.
He doesn't get shot at all.
No, not at all. He killed 10 people. So that's...
I don't follow.
Oh, boy.
Hey, that skin color will get killed.
Well, I'm putting that cop on the kiss it list. Chris Sure.
I'm trying to tell you, they are afraid of us. They are threatened by us. I don't understand. Oh, boy.
I don't know what for.
Yeah, they just don't want us here. Yep. They do not want us here.
It's a little late for that. Should have thought about that before they put us on that boat.
Well, when he took that picture at that arraignment, when he took his picture at that arraignment, he looked petrified, that cop.
Good.
He had a petrified look on his face, boy.
Wow.
So
well, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, he is he pleading guilty or he turned himself in? Or
he's pleading not guilty. Not guilty, and I'm sure he's going to have a bunch of GoFundMe accounts and the Police Benevolence Association is on his side, and every white person in the world is going to gather behind him, and you ain't seen this battle yet. This battle's just getting started.
Wow.
How much longer are we going to have to endure this stuff?
Yeah.
How long? How long?
Well, like somebody said, if black folks start getting guns, boy, they're going to really get scared. But I'll get into that a little later on.
Okay.
It's so sad. You guys ready for this cocktail? I think we need something right now.
Yes. Please give us something to ease our mind. What you got for us this week? Wait, let me give you your intro. And now it's time for Ketel with the cocktail of the week.
Okay. From Smirnoff vodka or vodka of your choice. It's called the Lemon Drop Martini. Matter of fact, I was in a restaurant today and someone ordered one. I said, sounds good. So I said, let me check it out. 1 ounce of Smirnoff number 21 vodka or vodka of your choice. 0.5 ounces of triple sec. 0.75 ounces of fresh lemon juice. 0.25 ounces of simple syrup, and a lemon wheel for garnish. Combine the Smirnoff, triple sec lemon juice, and the simple syrup in a shaker. Fill with ice, of course. Shake well and strain into a martini glass, and garnish with the lemon wheel. That is the Lemon Drop Martini. So sit back and sip on that.
That sounds very tasty and refreshing.
Rubbing the glass is optional. So if you want to, rubbing the glass with sugar is optional. So.
Okay, then. I like it. Oh, and the crowd goes well. That's a good one. All right. Let's see. We're gonna take a CC break, and then we're coming back. Yeah, let's take a CC break, and we're coming back with Poppa DD and what's poppin'. He's gonna have something for us in a little bit on the other side of the break on the Pajama Party.
I got it. All right.
It's another Friday night at the Pajama Party Show, and we're here with our PJs on because we don't allow clothes in here. If you enjoyed the Pajama Party Show, why not invite a friend or tell a neighbor to tune in right now? Go ahead and text them. I'll wait. Tell them to call us right now at 914-803-4306. And if they want to join in on the conversation, tell them to press 1 so that we'll know they have something to say. We'd love to meet your neighbors, friends, and relatives, so send them a text, email them, or call them up and tell them to join us for the Pajama Party live on Blog Talk Radio. The more the merrier, or is it Misery Loves Company, or whichever. Tell them to call us up on 914-803-4306 if they just want to listen, or press 1 if you want to join the conversation. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party Show while I try to find out who hid the belt from my robe. I tell you the truth. Y'all know you're so wrong for that.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One, your host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Comment allez-vous?
All right, I'm going to talk about this defensive coordinator for the...
Wait a minute, I didn't say it yet.
What's that?
And now it's time for Poppa DD and what's poppin'.
Okay. Thanks for the introduction.
Everybody all revved up tonight. All right, Poppa DD, what's poppin'?
All right, I want to talk about this guy, Jack Del Rio. He's the defensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders. Previously, the Washington Redskins, their new name starting next year. Anyway, he got a bunch of egg on his face yesterday. The knucklehead talked before the insurrection trial came on TV, so he didn't know what was in store. He just knew something was coming on TV, so he figured he'd give his opinion at a little news conference at the practice facility, saying that what happened. What he was saying is that black folks, and this is a white guy, and I thought he was a good dude. He used to coach the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he was defensive coordinator. He been around Negroes his whole life. If you're a coach in the NFL, hell, you've been coaching a number of black folks in the NFL, right?
Right.
But you can still have that Trump shit in your back pocket, can't you?
Hello.
Anyway, he says that in these neighborhoods, speaking about black neighborhoods, they burn down houses not houses, but businesses and all, when they're rioting and all. He don't understand why everybody is so upset about a little dust up at the Capitol. He used the word dust up. Wasn't no big deal. It was a dust up. So he's a Trump lover for sure, talking that kind of bullshit. Anyway, Washington Commanders defensive coordinator, I'll read the story here, Jack Del Rio. He was fined $100,000 by the head coach, Ron Rivera. Now, what I don't understand, I guess your boy's in such turmoil that he can't even put his name out there. The owner of the Redskins or the Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, man.
Snyder. Now, shouldn't Snyder be fining him $100,000, not the damn coach? Oh, I forgot. Snyder's in all kind of sex scandals and all kind of shit, so he can't even put his name out there. Matter of fact, he turned half the team over to his wife so he don't lose the team. That's how messed up he is right now. All right, so the coach, Rivera, who is a man of color, of a Spanish Latino descent, Rivera released a statement through the team's official Twitter account. He called the event on January 26th an act of domestic terrorism. And Rivera said that his defensive coordinator, Del Rio's comments were extremely harmful to our great community here in the DMV, saying the fact that you're going to say some bullshit like that, and we're right here in Washington, D.C. where it went down. Exactly. Are you serious? Okay? All right. And they're saying that the DMV is a nickname for the area, which encompasses District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Del Rio they fined him $100,000. They said his fine will be donated to United States Capitol Police Memorial Fund. Okay? Now, Del Rio put himself in the spotlight Monday when he downplayed the velocity of the Capitol assault that took place on January 6th. When asked about these comments Wednesday, Del Rio referred to January 6th as a mere, like I said, a dust-up. A dust-up meaning like it wasn't no big deal. Obviously, he's a Trump lover. He later apologized for the comments. But anyway, getting back to that whole situation, you never know who you're working with or what their political affiliation is. Even on my job, when Trump was losing his mind when he was president, it was exposed that some coworkers that I had, they were Trump lovers. It kind of leaked out. And during the time when Trump was president, when you found out friends or even some family members that was Trump lovers, it was some surprising stuff back then, to know that people you walked the line with every day was loving Trump. And you're like, well, damn, how did you get there? With that thought mechanism, I've been knowing Trump long before, he was president. He was all into that, everything else with real estate in New York, and then he was running things down Atlantic City for a while. See, a lot of people are just getting to know Trump for the first time. With the whole, I think they learned him on that show, The Apprentice, on TV. That's where they first started messing with Trump. But if you're from the Philadelphia, New Jersey area, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, and all that, you've been knowing Trump since the beginning of time. That knucklehead had been in the news for everything. Real estate, hotels, all kind of crap, So anyway, but thank goodness that this defensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders was flagged on this, and he got fined and all. And then he had nerve to say this stuff on Monday when the thing was coming on TV on Thursday. Now, it just put the light what you said. My goodness, boy, do you pick a bad time to talk about the insurrection was about to come on TV like it did. So anyway, his ass is in perspective now. So just wanted to put that out there. His name is Jack Del Rio, and he will definitely be on the kissing list tonight for calling that insurrection a little dust up and saying how the blacks burned down their businesses and everything, and it's no big deal. Well, the hell with you. You out there coaching black men every day, and your ass is a Trump lover? That's some crazy shit. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, Del Rio.
Jack Del Rio.
Put him on the kiss it list.
I heard
defensive
that.
coordinator. All this time, I thought he was cool. He was the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The man been around black people. If you're a head coach of an NFL football team, you see Negroes all day, don't you?
Yeah.
Shit. Anyway. I don't know what to say.
Wait a minute, is he white or black? What's up?
Oh, he's white. He's white. He's white as the driven snow. White as hell.
Oh, God.
That's how he feels, huh?
Wow.
Some weird stuff going on, I'm telling you.
So, well, talking about weird, let's lighten it up. We need some. From the cocktail to weird news.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I've got the first one. Weird news. Okay. I got one for you. Geico. As much as we see their crazy commercials. Geico ordered to pay Missouri woman $5.2 million. Check this out. After she contracted an STD in a car. Now, this Missouri woman, this is crazy. A Missouri woman was awarded $5.2 million in a settlement from an insurance company, Geico, after contracting a sexually transmitted disease from her partner in his vehicle, which was insured by Geico. I'm telling you, I don't make this stuff up. You guys, She got the STD from her partner while having sex in his car that was insured by Geico. So the Missouri Court of Appeals upheld the award this week. Now the woman, who of course they didn't release her name, but she's a Jackson County resident, she said that she contracted the human however you say it, HPV, from her partner, according to the court documents. On Tuesday, the Missouri Court of Appeals filed an opinion confirming the initial arbitration award against Geico. Now, going back in February of 2021, the woman, who was anonymously identified as M.O., submitted a petition to Geico directly. She alleged that her sexual partner neglected to tell her that basically that he was not as clean as she had thought, and he didn't inform her of his diagnosis of having, I guess, HPV. So then he passed it on to her, but it happened in his car, insured by Geico. So she said the policy says that you're covered for injuries and losses. So the way she said it, look, this is an injury and a loss for me. So she made a settlement claim at first of $1 million to say, look, let's just settle it for $1 million. But then Geico wanted to appeal it, and now the court is saying, you know what, Geico, you need to pay the woman $5.2 million to fairly compensate her for the damages and the injuries. So, you know, they're still trying to, Geico's still trying to appeal it. But a 3-judge panel responsible for reviewing the appeal confirmed the court's settlement decision of $5.2 million despite Geico's appeal efforts. Now, what do you think of that one?
Wow. Okay.
I guess if it's
Never heard
something in the
anything
policy.
like it.
Well, you know, if the auto policy says that if I get injured while in your car, and it's supposed to cover my injuries and my, you know, losses, etc., she said, well, hey, you gave me the cooties in your car, so I need some insurance money. There you go.
That's unprecedented. I've never heard anything like that. But
I've never heard that one.
She's probably white. They're going to get away with it, too. Woo! What you think, Papa? They going to get away with it?
Yeah, anything's
money.
possible, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
Because that stuff doesn't go away. That HPV, once you have it, you have it. You just got to live with it.
All right.
Anyway.
I got a crazy one here.
Okay, what you got?
Sounds kind of creepy here. This order in the court. Cockroaches released during hearing. A courthouse in upstate New York was closed for fumigation after hundreds of cockroaches were released during an altercation that broke out at an arraignment. The clash broke out during proceedings in Albany City Court for 4 people for an arrest at the state capitol. A defendant who started to film the courtroom proceedings was told to stop. In the altercation that followed, hundreds of cockroaches brought into the courthouse and plastic containers were released. Oh, my God. The bug release was being investigated while the courthouse was closed for the rest of the day for the fumigation. Court officials arrested a 34-year-old woman in the audience for charges related to the altercation, including disorderly conduct, obstructing governmental administration, and tampering with physical evidence. She was released, and it was not immediately clear whether she had an attorney to speak for her on her own behalf. What transpired is not advocacy or activism. It is criminal behavior with the intent to disrupt a proceeding and cause damage. That's what the Office of the Court Administration said. Cockroaches in the courtroom.
I'm still trying to understand who had all these cockroaches in these containers.
It doesn't say.
Like, what was that about?
Doesn't say. So
That's just
the woman, she started the altercation, but did she release the cockroaches? I don't know. Ooh, crazy.
That's some wild stuff. Okay, so they're fighting in the courtroom, and then somebody let the cockroaches out.
That's just nasty. I'd be scared to go home. I'd take off my clothes in the courtroom because I'd be scared of that stuff. Woo! I couldn't do it.
Oh, God.
Lord, have mercy. I can leave.
Ooh, that's just so nasty. Nasty. All right, Poppa DD, what's your weird news tonight?
This is crazy, too. This is a mysterious hard object inside of a catfish. A couple guys was fishing. A guy named Richard Kaiser, he was from Shelbyville, Indiana. Took his friend John Hoop fishing on the Ohio River last week.
Uh-huh.
And the goal was for Hoop to land his first blue catfish. Well, he did, but the fish came out with a secret toy surprise. And they said a sex toy to be specific.
Inside the fish?
Inside the fish. And we noticed when we got to the boat that the catfish's stomach was extremely large. So they called the news to say they caught a pregnant catfish. And sometimes they said it could have been something else. Sometimes when you catch fish, you got turtles in there and little fish and moccasins and all kind of stuff. But when they got home, they opened it up and they found all kind of stuff inside of it. It was some kind of big foam ball, another little fish, and a fairly large-sized dildo.
Wow.
So they took pictures of it and everything and sent it to the news station and all, and put it on their Facebook page, and they said they had 19,000 shares and people retweeting it and all kind of stuff. I mean, boy, I don't know what. Boy, they must have been fishing in some dirty-ass water.
So the catfish ate one of those things?
Yeah, he must have just found on the bottom of it. It must have been in a color, yellow or blue. Or I don't know, some of them things glow in the dark. Or
good gracious.
Wow. I don't even want to eat normal catfish for a while. Man.
And this is in Indiana, Shelbyville, Indiana.
Wow.
I hope that's all the fish was doing was trying to, I don't know. Now the more I think about it, I'm really grossed out.
Yeah, well.
What was that catfish? Oh, boy.
People polluting the hell out of the ocean,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're trying to save it, but hey, the more we eat, the more we F up.
Yeah, I used to like catfish, too.
Yeah, I had some yesterday. Okay. All right.
All righty. Well, that wraps up the weird news. Man, we always find the weird ones, I tell you.
Yep.
All right. Where are we going next? Are we taking a break or are we going to keep rolling?
We'll take a CC and come back in a minute.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. You want to come on the other side?
All right. Absolutely. Right. We got I'm Just Saying on the other side of the break.
All right.
Bonsoir, bonsoir. This is Redwine, or as they say in Paris, Je suis vin rouge. Join me every Friday right here on A Pajama Party, where I'll get on my rant, sit on my little bar stool, and give you my opinion on whatever has been bugging me or whatever's on my mind this week. You don't want to miss it. I know I won't. So be here with me every Friday, Redwine, on the Pajama Party Show. Visit us on www.apajamaparty.com and check us out. We'll see you there.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. One of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Woo! It's time for I'm Just Saying. Oh, are you doing the intro?
Yeah, let me introduce you there. Here we got Redwine with I'm Just Saying. Take it away.
Merci beaucoup.
Au revoir, au revoir.
Okay, so tonight, for I'm Just Saying, My topic is the truth no longer true? Okay? Is the truth no longer true? I have been seeing and hearing so many things where people are saying things that they say, oh, this is the truth. These are the facts. And then somebody else comes right behind them and says, no, we're fact-checking those facts, and these are the facts. And then the people fact-check those fact-checked facts and say, no, that wasn't it. Here's the real truth. I'm just trying to understand, like, who is really monitoring what is the truth? You know, it's like the truth that we used to know seems like it's gone. I looked at stuff like, I go back to that crazy Kellyanne Conway. You remember her? Trump's, what was she, the press secretary?
Yeah.
Remember when she came out with that statement?
Her husband was on CNN last night.
Oh, boy.
Little bubble face.
But he speaks against what she says anyway, but still. When Trump was talking, I forgot which lie it was, but it was like a really big, bold-faced lie. And she got up at that mic, and when the media questioned her about it and said it was a lie, she said, well, no, actually, that's an alternate fact. Like, what the heck does that mean? An alternate fact? How do we call something true if it's not true? It's either the truth or it's a lie. Is there really a gray area between what is truth and what is lie? I mean, you can't really say, well, it was kind of true. If it was truth, it was truth. If it was a lie, it was a lie. That's the way I see it anyway. That's like being a little bit pregnant. Well, you're kind of pregnant. You either are or you aren't. So all of this stuff about alternate facts, go back to Uvalde, Texas, mass shooting. Remember when they first came out with the so-called details of what happened? And they said, yeah, here's the story. This is what happened. Then within, a couple of hours to a day, they had another version of the so-called truth of what happened. And that story is still unfolding in terms of what is really the truth. I understand that you're uncovering details, but people made statements and said, no, that wasn't what happened, this is what happened. Then somebody else comes back and refutes that. I'm just saying, is the truth no longer true? Who is standing for the truth? Is there we've got police that keep the law. I think we almost are at the point now we need to have the truth police. The same way people fact check whenever the president speaks, the folks get right on it and they fact check every single thing, statistics, all of it. We need to have some truth police that fact check everything. When somebody says, here's what had happened, what had happened was, that's when you need to have the fact checker, the police, the truth police, check everything and come back and say, okay, here is the actual truth. You got people like Tucker Carlson on the Fox News Network, who gives alternate truth, alternate facts every day of the week. This man, if his mouth is running, the facts are being twisted and the lies are coming out. I mean, like I said, what happened to the truth still being the truth? How can we agree on what we're going to say is the truth if we can't even agree on what is true? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, at what point do we all say, okay, here's the facts. Water is wet. Okay, example. Water is wet. Is anybody refuting that? Or is there an alternate fact to that? So you got to just get to the point where you say, this is the truth. Anything else is not. You can call it a fib, a fairy tale, a lie, a alternate fact, whatever. But if it's not the truth, it's not the truth. So I'm just saying, I'm tired of people coming up with all this bull crap that they keep saying is true when it's not. People like Trump have so distorted the truth, it's not even funny. It's to the point now where anything that he says, I already know it's a lie. I would be shocked if he actually spoke the truth. because, I don't think the truth is in them. But I'm just saying, is the truth no longer true? And if it isn't, we are really in some deep poop. That's all I'm saying.
You drop the mic?
Yeah, drop it. Drop it. Throw it back in the drawer. I'm done.
Wow. I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you don't know what's true. I mean, they need to go to Channel 9. They need to verify, do like that. But,
there you go. Verify this stuff.
Verify, yep. I do
you
like
can't trust
that.
a lot of, people say stuff and you want to believe it. Then you find out, oh, they lied to me. Then you check something else and say, oh, no, the people who said that they were lying too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Right.
All right. I'm going to hand the mic to Poppa DD.
Uh-oh.
For the city. What's happening in the city, Poppa DD? Are they lying in the city, too?
Well, I tell you, you don't even know. I mean, I'm like, I have been having, we got a little time here. I'm not going to stay on the soapbox too long, but I do want to get this out there. Lately I've just been, my doubt in people has been getting so widespread. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, the element of truth. And I'm not just talking about politics. I'm just talking about regular life, people, friends, family. It's almost like you wonder, what can you hold on to? What or who can you hang your hat on today?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And because it's getting few and far between. I'm even talking with family members. Like, who the hell can you hang your hat on? Who can you trust and believe in? Because people got so much shit with them. Let me put the word bull in front of it. People got so much bullshit with them that it's not even funny. You can't let the fact that whatever didn't go right in your life, that you think that now you're going to try to disrupt somebody else's life. Because, we all been through some stuff. It's just that some people handle it better than others. And when you're going through it, you just handle it when it's happening. You don't include other people. But some people get into situations in their life and it spills over to everybody else's life. Their shit just stinks out loud. And you try to help them inadvertently, and they got so many layers of shit that you kind of back off and say, man, if I fuck around and I got to throw 4 life rafts at your ass to save you. And like I said, I'm not speaking individually where nobody has their situation or their problems or the stuff they've been into, because we all been through some stuff in our life. And it all depends on how we handle it, and what kind of support device we have when we handle it. The one thing you got to learn to do, I think, and I'm speaking on my own opinion, is that when you're going through some shit in life, you got to be cool. You got to stay the fuck home. You know what I mean? Park your car, park your ass, park your whatever you usually do. You got to park that, because right now you're in a situation. You need to chill. You need to rethink it, lay it out, understand it, where it is. If you got to pay something off over the next couple of months, get something straight, get something fixed, get something repaired. That all takes sacrifice. If you don't slow down and sacrifice to do what you need to do, whether it's anything, car repair, roof repair, putting windows in, anything that's got to do with you keeping a decent roof over your head, sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses and buy some cheap shit. Some shit you don't usually drink because you're trying to save your money for some real shit. Or don't go on that vacation or don't splurge on that particular situation. But if you're dealing with people that are splurging around you and fucking up your money or fucking up your program, then they're not conducive to your life, because life is very short. Don't forget that shit. The one thing we're not going to do is live forever. I guarantee you that. We are not going to live forever. That has been documented, okay? I mean, you can walk through the cemetery and look at dates. You can see people live very long and people live very short, and everything in between. So I just think nowadays, I mean, it's almost like when you say tomorrow is the first day of the rest of my life, for you to sit back and analyze who is really your friends. Who can I really fucking depend on? Who can I hang my hat on? If my shit gets fucked up, whose car can I borrow? Who can I borrow $100 off of? You know? Who can I just chill with because I'm all fucked up and I need to chill? Or who can I just pick up the phone and talk to? You know? All those elements is missing because there's so much drama and shit and people holding on to bullshit from 10 years ago and dumb shit, and everybody's competing with each other and macho, stupid shit, family drama, crazy shit, at least in my life anyway, you know? That I'm just tired of it. I mean, you know, we all need each other. You know, like the song said, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. You know, that is so true. But when you're reaching out and touching somebody's hand, you got to be sincere about it. You got to put your emotions down. You got to put your macho down, your shit down, and you got to confess what's actually wrong with you. Instead of trying to stay macho, knowing your ass is completely fucked up on all four sides. How many people you know like that? Walk around like life is so great, and they're so fucked up. You know? It's amazing. It's amazing. And like I said, I'll leave it alone. I don't want to kill time. But just want to put that out there, you know. And I'm talking friends and family alike. You know, we're at the point now in life where who the fuck can we trust today? Who's our real friends? Think about it. I'm done.
I know what you mean.
That was a good one, Pop.
You just crazy.
Yep, it is crazy. We could have talked all night on that subject.
Yeah, you're right.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, we're coming to such a fork in the road these days on what to do with the rest of our life. And I don't suggest you ride with anything or anybody that ain't, you know, that's riding dirty. I mean, just as a figure of speech. Because motherfuckers nowadays, they think dirty riding is cool. That shit ain't cool, man. Shit ain't cool.
I agree.
You gotta handle your fucking business, man. I'm not gonna.
Okay. You're not gonna go into part 2.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go into part 2. There'll be no sequel on that. But just digest that for a minute. At least in my life, anyway. You know, I'm just trying to figure out.
You might need a sequel. Yeah.
Trying to
you
figure
might need
out.
a sequel.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out
across the board.
Who I can depend on today. Who can I rely on? Who's my fucking ride and die, man? Shit.
Maybe it's what's wrong with these youngers is out here shooting up bang bang. They have no ride or die. You know, people claim that they are, but shit. No, not in the ride and die in that capacity, not that way. But like you said, friendship, somebody to talk to, or you know, somebody you borrow a couple $100 or $100 from, or they just don't have that. I think they don't have that.
But they perpetrating like they out here carjacking and shit, and you know, you roll up in your convertible and you sitting there getting gas with your convertible top down, and they don't know that you done paid a big ass car insurance and a car note and everything, and they're gonna approach you like your life is so good. I'm like, damn, I just paid $250 on this car insurance, and I done paid $340 on the fucking car note. So what the fuck make you think?
Like I don't have any more money.
This car just cost me $500 just to drive. You know what I mean? Between car note, car insurance. Hell, I paid $500 just to start the engine up this month. And and they're gonna carjack your ass.
Now you trying to take it from
They're
me?
gonna carjack you. I'm like, fuck it, take the car note too. Goddamn, you wanna take the car, motherfucker? Take the note. Here, here's the fucking note.
That's a good point, dear.
Here, want it? Take all of it.
Take the credit union with you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a part 2 on Poppa DD's.
Part 2 will be next week, so tune in next week.
I'm just saying, for
part 2 of what the heck is happening.
We gonna take a little CC. We gonna come back on the other side.
Okay.
Y'all ready for the CC? All right.
Yeah, go for it. It's the Pajama Party.
Looking for a new cocktail to serve at your next dinner party? Trying to figure out what pairs well with your main entree? Then you need to visit the Cocktail of the Week archive at apajamaparty.com. We've got a list of all the cocktails we've featured on previous Pajama Party shows with recipes and pictures of the drinks. And believe me, we've had some good ones. And while you're on the website, visit the archives for previous shows. Just click on any date, and you can hear the shows again and again. We've got you covered at apajamaparty.com. And tell a friend. They'll thank you.
All right, welcome back to John Party. I'm one host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. It's time for Ketel and a Hollywood wrap-up.
Already?
Already.
Yeah, we're rolling.
We got some time, so.
Well, she said she had a lot for us, so go for it. Oh, wait, Poppa DD's going to do your intro.
Yeah, slow down.
Oh, my.
Hollywood. Hollywood. Take it away. Take it away.
All right. Britney Spears and her fiance Sam. I can't pronounce his last name, but they got hitched this
Sam Spears
on Thursday. Yeah. Homegirl, she's 40 and he is 28. I said, go ahead, girl.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, young hottie. The couple went in front of about 60 guests, including famous friends Madonna, Paris Hilton, Kathy Hilton, and Drew Barrymore in L.A. Spears wore a gown by famed fashion house Versace and walked down the aisle to Elvis Presley, Can't Help Falling in Love. Okay, go ahead, girl.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
We're in that long-ass train.
Elvis Can't Help Falling in Love. That was so sweet.
Yeah, and the crazy-ass hubby tried to get up in there, but they said, nope, ain't happening. She has two teenage sons. They weren't there, but they wished her well and everything, so I guess they figured Mommy will get it right the third time, so we'll see. It's the third time a charm. Huh?
Yeah, Papa said they're teenagers already.
Oh, yeah. It was 12 and 15. Yeah, that's the teenagers. Yeah, they gotten big. They can't stay little forever. Yeah. Also, Justin Bieber, he's in the news, explains a rare virus that has paralyzed half of his face, causing his tour postponement. He was supposed to be here in D.C. and Toronto. He had to cancel those engagements. He posted this on Instagram. It's called Ramsay Hunt syndrome. It's a rare virus that affects nerves in the face and can cause facial paralysis. So we'll have to keep you guys posted on that. Yeah, hope you're gonna be okay. All right. Also, here we go again. Are you guys familiar with Rebel Wilson? She played in the movie The Hustle, Pitch Perfect trilogy, and Cats. She has come
I
out
remember
revealed,
her from Pitch Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, she played in Hustle with can't remember she played in Devil Wears Prada. Anne Hathaway. She played in Anne Hathaway, The Hustle. Yeah, that was funny.
Right.
She has revealed she has a new love in her life, sharing on Instagram that she is in a relationship with a woman. The Pitch Perfect star, 42, announced her happy news on Instagram, sharing an image of the couple. She says, I thought I was searching for a Disney prince, but maybe what I really needed all the time was a Disney princess. Okay.
Wow.
The mystery woman is Ramona Agruma. She's the founder of Los Angeles-based sustainable clothing brand Lemon the Limon. Interesting. Okay. So it says she dated, men previously, but I guess this is her forte. Teach his own, baby. Also, in the news, R. Kelly. Federal prosecutors in New York recommended that disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly be sentenced to more than 25 years in prison, citing his decades of crime in a calculus disregard for the very real efforts that his crimes had on his victims. They also recommended that Kelly should be fined between $50,000 and $250,000, according to the document. Kelly, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was convicted in September of racketeering, including acts of robbery and sexual exploitation of a child, and separate charges of sex trafficking. In their filings this week, prosecutors argue that Kelly showed no remorse for what he did, and that his actions were fueled by a belief that his quote-unquote musical talent absolved him of any need to conform his conduct. Okay. His head was sitting on top of his damn shoulder, I guess, huh?
I
Oh,
guess.
boy. So, it's going to be interesting to see this case. Because he said he was going to start telling tale on some people, but, that might reduce the sentence, but it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, though. So, yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The Nederlander organization announced on Thursday it will rename the century-old Brooks Atkinson Theater after legendary performer and civil rights activist Lena Horne. She died in 2010. The historic move marks the first time a Broadway theater will be named after a black woman, as the industry continues to grapple with a relative lack of racial diversity.
Okay.
Last year, a group of black theater leaders known as Black Theater United, whose founding members include Billy Porter, everybody knows Billy Porter, and Andre McDonald, reached an agreement with the Netherlands and Broadway's two other major landlords to have at least one of their theaters named after a black artist. Hey, why not? It's time.
Okay, now what theater was that again?
This was the Brooks Atkinson Theater. It's probably
Brooks
in New York.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. What else I got?
Well, that's good. I'm happy they're doing that.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Our boy Billy Porter, he's involved. Joy Behar. Gun laws will change once black people get guns. Joy had to come out and say something to Jewish ass up. Black licensed gun owners have reportedly become victims of police brutality even while not posing a threat. Yep, of course. Everybody knows that. Sonny Halston had to put her 2 cents in. She said that's what happened with the Black Panthers. Halston was likely referring to the facts of 1967 when a state bill prohibiting the open carry and loaded firearms without a permit, the Mulford Act, was passed in California, and what many saw as an attempt to curb the power of activist group of the Black Panthers. I guess them folks, they were like, okay, these Negroes got too many damn guns, so we got to pass some damn law so y'all can't carry them. Isn't this something? So, yeah.
You see, they can pass a law to keep the brothers from walking around with their guns, but now the states won't pass laws to control all of these guns. I'm like, you did it then. Why don't you do it now?
Right. So the National Shooting Sports Foundation said that they saw a 58% increase in gun purchases by black people between 2019 and 2020. So, okay, everybody go out there and get your guns. Get your guns. All right, that's my Hollywood wrap-up.
All right.
What's going on?
All kind of good info.
So, guys, go get your guns.
Man, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready yet. But it's just me. All right, we're down to the kiss it list, Poppa DD.
You know, why don't we have another little discussion for 5 minutes? Anyway, you know, we got a little bit of time.
Okay, what you want to talk about?
What do you guys think about that that breakup with Steve Harvey's daughter and my man?
Michael B. Jordan and
Lily what's
Harvey.
your view on that? What's your take on that? And you know.
Me personally, I think it was just a stepping stone for her. It's a 10-year difference, and she's not ready to settle down. She may be, but you know, she still got a lot of living to do. But I think she used him as a stepping stone. I don't think they were that much in love as they say they were, but you know, it's interesting because she took him off her Instagram, but he did not take her off of his. So, yes, I kind of, I was like, oh, okay. So that's my take on it. She just used him as a stepping stone. So.
Well, I agree with Ketel, and I thought it was interesting how there was one of the entertainment commentators of color who called her out and said that she was just running through niggas, and that Michael B. Jordan, what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, Michael B. Jordan was just the latest one on her list. That she had been involved with Future, that rapper. She was involved with Diddy. She was involved with one of Diddy's sons. You know, she's just been making the rounds, and there were a few others that he referenced. And he said it seemed like what you said, Ketel. She was just like using them like stair steps, just moving on through, trying to figure out who's going to get me to the pinnacle of where I'm trying to be. And then when she landed, Michael B. Jordan, you know, I think that she thought, okay, now I'm really in with, you know, something of high class and whatnot. But I think Michael was really feeling her, and she was just kind of stringing him along until she realized that he was starting to get serious, and that's when she drop-kicked him. That's my take.
All right. Well, my take is I think that she realized that despite who she's been through, you know, I guess she felt like whenever she sat down in some vinegar water, she can give her vagina a fresh start. But anyway, just want to get that out there.
Oh, my God.
Michael B. Jordan was in a position where she could be kept. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean by that term? That's an old school term where a woman could be kept, where he could cultivate her in his life. You know what I mean? He had the resources, the money, the everything. He probably didn't need shit that she had. You know, saying, yo, come with me. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to give up my apartment kind of thing. Or I don't want to give up my freedom, you know. And he's saying, like, what freedom? You know what I mean? We're together. What do you mean freedom? And that's where it hit him probably. Mm-hmm. He said, oh, shit, well, this is, okay. All right, I got this fabulous fucking $4 million house. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I got 3 fucking cars. 2 of them not even driving. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be in the next fucking Wakanda, what do you call that? Black Panther.
Right.
I'm going to be the main character in that motherfucker. But it's going to be the most popular movie on the planet here next year, you know? And she felt like, well, like you said, Ketel, she still got some shit to do. Mm-hmm. And now that she done seen, now you got to regularize too. She been hanging around the Steve Harvey world. She got her mother's little keenness, you know what I mean? You know Steve Harvey. What's her name?
Marjorie.
Marjorie. You know how Marjorie be acting and looking with her little sly, slick, and wicked kind of shit, you know. And, you know, she got her mother's keenness, her mother's natural, suave, sexy, piercer motherfucker with the in between his toes and shit. You not even know, you know, you've been stuck in between his big toe and the toe after the big toe. You don't even know, you can't even see the needle print. So, you know, got her mother's little, you know, charismatic situation. Hanging around Steve Harvey all these years with all his lucrativeness and what he got access to. So she got real big-headed. But when she met somebody like where she met her match, she didn't want to meet that match because this brother had it all. And, you know, and coochie to him is like passe. You know what I mean? And he probably slowed up all his stuff for her. And when she backed off, he was like, all right, fuck it. Yeah. All right, because you know what? I got, you know, because he ain't trying to sling a bunch of shit no more. This man got an established career in Hollywood now. Anytime you in Black Panther, boy, you shit. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm not choosing sides or anything like that, not trying to talk pro-male or alpha male, none of that shit, but I'm just saying I wish her the best of luck. And you know one person she should look at? And please don't try to emulate when it comes to you just being naturally pretty like you are. Take a good look at Halle Berry's career. Halle Berry's love life. Take a good look at that woman there. Because Lord knows, oh my God, I can go through the list. David Justice, Wesley Snipes, you know.
Eric Benet.
You know.
The European model.
The white boy that got her pregnant. The other dude, the fight with the other boyfriend and the white boy.
The European models.
The white boy, remember the boy that got her pregnant and the other boy that fought on Thanksgiving where the baby's daddy whooped his ass. She's not with either one of them now. Now she just married a black guy. I'm like, God damn, Holly, you used to be beautiful. You know what I saw the other night, too? You know what I saw last night, which you talk about time and people. You know a movie I saw last night? I just glimpsed up at it. It was on HBO. And Halle Berry was so goddamn beautiful in that movie, it wasn't even funny.
Which one?
The movie Boomerang.
Oh, yeah.
Boomerang. Remember Boomerang?
That's one of my favorites.
When she was on there with Eddie Murphy and and Robin Gibbons and Strange. Remember Strange and all that? And she was like she was a little artist. God damn, she was so.
Wasn't Martin in that too?
Martin was in it, and she was dating David Alan Grier.
Right.
And then Eddie Murphy got with her, and he got mad at Eddie Murphy. You always get all the girls at it. But I'm saying all that to say that in that movie Boomerang, Halle Berry was so goddamn fine. Oh my God, she was gorgeous in that movie. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. Okay. And this was back in '95. Yeah. That movie came out in 1995, which was how many years ago?
Many.
20.
Many.
25, 26 years ago. And I'm not boasting her up and all that yet, but she was beautiful. And she's always been beautiful, but now, you know, she wore out.
She's a pretty woman.
She's pretty, but yeah. So is that old artificial Christmas tree I got in that cardboard box I'm going to put up Christmas Eve.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to touch that. All
It
right,
was pretty. It was
move
nice.
on to the
Anyway,
kiss the list.
let's move on. Kiss the list.
Yeah, down to the kid list.
I just want to put that out there because I had to talk about her. I didn't want to let the week go by without us speaking on Steve Hardy's stepdaughter, whatever.
She got to find her own self. But I think you're right. She came up against somebody that's refined and got something going on, but she didn't want that. She wasn't ready to settle down yet. So.
Oh, yeah, she's still ready to go to Paris
and
all that shit.
Yeah, ready to go out there and do her thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So. So.
All right, Poppa
It
DD.
is what it is.
Tell us what is the world famous Pajama Party Kiss It list?
Kiss it list is everybody to show their ass, and we're going to put old girl on there. What's her name? Lori Harvey?
Lori Harvey.
Yeah, put her on there.
Okay, got it. Lori Harvey, you're on this week's Kiss It list.
Put her mom on there, too.
Oh, and Marjorie, too?
Put Marjorie on there, too.
Okay, Marjorie Harvey.
Because she created that monster.
Okay.
And your boy, Jack Del Rey.
Yeah.
Of the Washington Commanders for
definitely.
saying that thing was just
Jack Del Rio.
Del Rio, saying that was just a dusting. And I don't know why in the black neighborhood they burn down stuff and nobody says anything, but they make it a big deal about the dusting at the Capitol.
Yeah.
It was just a dusting.
Like a dusting? Like what? They just kicked up a little dust?
Fuck you mean a dusting? Oh.
That was crazy.
I tell you, these white folks, like I said before, he's around Negroes every day. But
also, I got Jim Jordan, senator. I think he's a senator or a congressman,
he's
whatever
a
he is.
congressman.
Congressman Jim Jordan, for all of those Second Amendment lies, talking all this stuff about people trying to take or get rid of the Second Amendment. Stop lying. Tucker Carlson, another liar, from the Fox News Network.
Don't forget Hannity. Put Hannity on there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Last night he was saying, what is the point of all this? Well, why are we wasting good network time to hash over something that happened last year? I mean, you should have heard him. Sean Hannity, your boy.
I'm sure. The cop in, what was that, Missouri?
Yeah, they
shot that brother in the head.
Mm-hmm, unarmed.
Yeah, shot an unarmed brother in the head, in the back of the head.
Back of the head.
Britney Spears' ex-husband tried to crash her wedding.
And said his name. I'm such and such, and I'm her first husband. I'm like, God damn.
Good for you. Now get out.
You're on camera saying your fucking name. Boy, they should have shot him in his ass. He the one that should have been shot.
That's that sickness.
And it's called white privilege.
Oh, yeah. Let's see who else we got. Mitch McConnell. Keep him on the list. And, of course, 45. As Poppa DD Jr. calls him, Orange 45. So keep Orange 45 on the Kiss It list. I think that was it. I'm sure there was some more, but I think that's it. What do we have?
How about the people that passed the laws or something? Somebody didn't pass some laws, the House?
Well, the House passed them. It's the Senate that's going to squash them all.
Senate? I guess the Senate.
Okay, so all the senators that are going to vote against any kind of gun regulations, you're on the Kiss It list.
Yep.
Anybody else? That's it? Going once?
I think that's more than enough. Give them what they deserve.
Oh, okay. I thought you were giving out the goodies tonight, but all right. Let's see if we can find that special prize. You sure it's nobody else? Okay. All right. Well, we got something 45? Yeah, I said 45. All right. Here's something for everybody on this week's Kiss It list.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh. You can't kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One of Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Well, we're down to the last word. It's the last word. Bum, bum, bum. Where is that song?
Ba-dum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ba-dum.
All right, Poppa DD. You got the last word. What's that?
Man, my last word is, like I said earlier, just make tomorrow the first day of the rest of your life. You know, take a look at everybody around you and, you know, see who's in your corner, who got your back and who don't. Because I know I am. As soon as that sun rises tomorrow, if I'm blessed to wake up, I got news for you. I ain't calling the jokers unless they calling me. Shit. I'm tired of reaching out. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, my last word is, you know, if we can't all agree on what is truth, then how do we determine who's lying? Is everybody lying now? I mean, something's got to give. There's got to be a way to discern who's giving us the facts and who's not. And those people that are lying, we need to deal with them. We need to deal with them one way or the other, because people should not be living on lies. People need truth, even if the truth is ugly. If it's the truth, then let's live with the ugly truth. But all of this bull that's going on and these lies and fake truths and whatever else they want to call it, the QAnon and all of this crazy conspiracy stuff, this stuff needs to stop. Because people are messing up their lives over lies.
And you know, one more thing connected to what you're saying. Admitting that you lost in an election. You know what I mean? If the election says that you lost at 10 o'clock at night, get on the microphone and concede. And congratulate the person.
Truth.
Trump got people now where nobody's admitting that they lost anymore. Nobody's admitting it. Oh, no, I'm not. Dr. Oz said the same thing. I'm not admitting nothing to hide.
And that goes back to what I'm saying. All of this stuff about how elections were rigged and the Dominion voting boxes were tampered with. Yeah. Well, when they did all the investigations from both sides of the aisle, they found nothing. Nothing, yeah. But all of that yak that Trump was talking was a bunch of lies. But look how many people responded to the lies.
Millions.
That's how January 6th happened at the Capitol.
Oh, yeah.
Because people responded to the lies. This is why lies are so dangerous.
They're dangerous.
They really are. People lost their lives over lies. Anyway, my last word is just tell the truth. If you did it, just admit it. Isn't that what Johnny Cochran said? No, he said if a shoe doesn't fit, you must acquit. That was his line.
Glove doesn't fit.
The glove, I'm sorry. I'm saying if you did it, just admit it.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? If you did it, just admit it. Let's all move on. Tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
What's your last word?
Right, my last word is be safe out here this weekend. We got a lot going on. We got Pride 2022 in D.C. this weekend, all this weekend. Also, the March for Our Lives returns to D.C. It's a rally about gun control. These young folks will get out here and start marching. So, peace to them, and I just hope everybody be safe out there and act like they got some damn sense. That's all I can say. You know, from all these different communities. Yeah, everybody just pull together and just, hey, be safe out there this weekend.
Hey, the Beatles said, let it be. Just let people be. Stop trying to run, folks. And tell the truth. Anyway, say goodnight, Poppa DD. We're done.
Good night.
Say goodnight, Ketel.
Good night.
This is Redwine signing off for the Pajama Party Crew. We'll do it again next Friday night. Peace.
Peace.
We're out.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Party crew, people will be you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy. Join the party. Good summer party. Party crew, people will be you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy. Join the party. Good summer party. Party crew, people will be you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party, good summer party, party crew.